more with non-Western countries. A growing number of African nations, including Burkina Faso, are signaling that they've had enough of exploitative aid packages and the strings that come with them. They're ready for new partnerships, new rules, and a new kind of power dynamic. And for many, BRICS offers just that. But is this transition as smooth as it seems? And how is France, the former colonial heavyweight in West Africa, reacting as the balance begins to shift? Let's take a closer look. Burkina Faso's bold move to consider BRICS membership isn't just a diplomatic headline, it's a seismic shift. It represents a departure from decades of Western alignment, particularly with France, and a declaration that the country is ready to chart a new course. The question on everyone's mind is, why now? And what does this really mean? BRICS, short for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, is not just an acronym. It's a rising geopolitical force. The alliance was formed to counterbalance Western-dominated institutions like the IMF and World Bank, and it's rapidly becoming a beacon for nations seeking alternative paths to development. For Burkina Faso, the appeal is obvious. Years of political instability, violent extremism, and chronic dependence on foreign aid have left the country frustrated. Since the 2022 military transition that brought Captain Ibrahim Traore to power, there's been a notable shift in tone and direction. France's influence, once entrenched through military operations like Operation Barkhane and economic ties to the CFA franc, has come under increasing scrutiny. Despite France's presence, terrorism has only grown more aggressive. Jihadist attacks have surged since 2015, targeting both civilians and security forces. For many, this failure of the Western security model was the final straw. That's why Burkina Faso is turning to BRICS, not out of ideology, but out of necessity. BRICS members offer something the West often doesn't: respect for sovereignty, non-interference in internal affairs, and development partnerships without political strings attached. China, in particular, has invested heavily across Africa in infrastructure projects without demanding regime change or democratic reforms. This pivot comes at a moment when the West is distracted by internal political crises, inflation, and geopolitical hotspots like Ukraine. In that silence, leaders like Traore are finding room to maneuver. They're not just rejecting foreign aid, they're rejecting dependency. Burkina Faso's potential BRICS membership is a direct challenge to the old playbook of aid for obedience. But this realignment raises important questions. Is this truly independence, or just swapping one form of dependency for another? Will Eastern powers offer a better deal, or simply a different set of obligations? There's no easy answer. BRICS isn't perfect. It comes with its own complex dynamics. But for Burkina Faso, it offers a chance to escape the cycle of economic extraction and underdevelopment. And it's not just theory. We're already seeing signs of this new strategy in action. The Burkinabe government is nationalizing control over key sectors, renegotiating lopsided contracts, and asserting ownership over natural resources. The vision isn't about becoming the next puppet, it's about becoming a player. France, predictably, has not responded kindly. As its influence wanes in West Africa, especially after similar shifts in Mali and Niger, it faces the reality of a continent rethinking its place in the world. A continent tired of waiting for progress on someone else's terms. Burkina Faso's journey toward BRICS is more than geopolitics. It's symbolic. It's a rejection of paternalism and a push toward a future defined by Africans, for Africans. So the question now isn't whether the West approves. The real question is, can Burkina Faso stay the course? Can it leverage this moment into real sovereignty and development? Or will it be pulled into a new orbit of foreign interest? This isn't just a diplomatic reshuffle. It's a statement. Africa is not waiting anymore. And that includes you. Be part of the conversation by leaving a comment in the comments section below. Is BRICS the future for Africa, or just a different shade of dependency? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more breakdowns. of Africa's global transformation. Let's keep digging.